Hey, June. All righty, another question coming right at you. So I get asked this one a lot as well. Why am I struggling? Why am I not insert A, B, or C? And typically, it's really simple. It comes down to what we think. Nobody wants to think about what we are thinking or why that would get in the way of achieving a result that we say we want. But that is the truth, right? We know what we need to do 9 times out of 10, and we have the information that we need in order to do the things we need to do, but we can't seem to get ourselves across the line to do it. And it just is the way that you're thinking, because what will be happening is you'll be thinking negative things. Maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe it's fraud syndrome, but I don't know how. I use that one a lot. I don't know how. Well, you will never figure out the how until you have done it. It's one of the world's interesting conundrums, right? We seem to want to wait till we're great to start instead of just starting and becoming great. And if you go and review or look at or talk to anybody who you think is successful and ask them about the backstory, how they got to where they are going to tell you that their breakthroughs came in all of their struggle. That's how they learned. Whereas some of us, me as well, we like to feel good about things. So when it starts to feel hard, maybe you have to learn how to sell your offer. Maybe you have to learn how to market it. Maybe you have to learn how to have harder conversations with your clients to put your prices up or to negotiate with them why their performance isn't where you want it to be. Maybe you're a blogger and you don't have a mechanism yet for consciously creating a blog post every single week. So are you a blogger if you're not doing that, right? There's clues in everything that we do as to why we're struggling or why we aren't getting the results we want. Building an online business is a fantastic thing to be doing. It allows you to have all of the things we market, the freedom, the flexibility, the ability to do what you want to do. But it comes with the need for you to self-motivate, for you to become very disciplined, very conscientious, very much aware of what part you need to play in that equation. So when your brain is, because it is your brain, it's your lizard brain. I talk about the lizard brain as though he's on this piece of rock, and I've used my hand and go, here's my lizard. His job is to keep me exactly where I am because it's safe. In his mind, it's safe. By the way, this dude would think it was safe if I was being beaten up or if I was in the worst possible circumstances, because that's what he knows. That's what we determine safety to be. It's doing the routine, the same thing over and over, because we know what to expect, right? So we have to convince this little man, I always call him a he and a little man, that it's safe for us to come out of the cave and to go and play and do new things like we did when we were little kids. And here's the thing, as fully grown adults with perhaps negative wired thinking, we actually start to talk ourselves out of doing something before we talk ourselves into doing it. And that's where you've just got to let go of, but I don't feel like it, or I'm tired, or I'll do it tomorrow. Because if you're serious about building a business, if you're serious about making money, if you're serious about helping people transform their lives, if you're serious about sharing what you know and helping people move forward, then you're going to have to learn that you are running a business, and a business has certain rules and certain ways to measure it. And you're going to have to adopt some very strategic thinking on this side, so that when this little lizard starts to go, oh, I don't feel like it, oh, I'm not good enough, oh, and all of the things, I'm not making enough, people can't find me, my list isn't growing, my audience isn't staying, nobody's liking it, all of the things, you can just quiet them down because you know where you are, you know what you're focused on, you know what your next step is. And remember, if you're sitting there going, but Liz, I don't know what they are. Simple. You only need to do 3 things in an online business. You need to create and build your audience and keep building your audience. Your audience is something you'll never stop. You then need to make an offer, and then you need to help them. And in the helping of them, you have to learn how to run your business. So that's all aspects of the business. A lot of that stuff, if you're anything like me, you won't know how to do until you do it. So focus on what matters. If you do not have a room full of people to make an offer to, get into audience build. That's where all your focus needs to go. Don't go chasing shiny objects. Don't go trying to run up stairs before you're ready, because remember, we have to crawl, then walk, then run. It's the same no matter what you're doing, that's the process. So if you're trying to sprint to the top because you want to make that 100K and you want to make it in the first 6 months that you've ever been in business, you can sprint. It'll probably cost you 14 hours a day, but you still need to take the steps. You can't just go from the bottom to the top. So net, if you are struggling, do yourself a favor. Get real. Sit there and think about what it is that you're struggling. I'm looking because I want to use this, a pen and a piece of paper. Write your thoughts out. I just call that a brain download because sometimes I do not know what I'm thinking. 60 to 90,000 thoughts a day. Who knows what my brain actually thinks? Who knows what this little lizard is up to inside of my head? And so if I sit and I just grab my cup of coffee or tea, depending on time of day, and I just write, freehand write, I do not use my brain to check what I'm writing, I just get it all out, then I will be able to tell why I am struggling. Then I can get to work and fix that. I have another video on my Think framework, which is designed to overcome this. But here's what I want to leave you with. Struggling is where the breakthroughs come. You cannot get to the other side if you don't go through the struggle. So when you find yourself struggling, embrace it, love it. It means you're going up to the next step. It's what we want. So get back to work. Go write the post, go do the video, go create some marketing material, go think about your sales strategy, do what you need to do for the step that you are in and keep trusting the result will come. It will come when you play the game as the game is supposed to be played. I will catch you in the next one. If you like what you see, like and subscribe. I'll be dropping these regularly, I hope. I'm saying I hope because this is just the beginning. Alrighty, bye. Oh, and if you have any questions, just drop them below.